Good morning. Peace and blessings, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday. Tuesday is a day that is ruled by Mars, and Mars is currently at the 27th degree of Taurus. So Mars is in the last days of being in Taurus, which is fantastic. You know, I actually love all the astrological placements because they all add value in ways that we need, whether we know it or not. Like, I wouldn't say that there are challenging aspects, challenging things, but they all support. So Mars is the energy that rules our will. Hi, Zakia. Mars is your will. Mars is your passion. Mars is your masculine energy. Oh, it's such a profound transformation that can occur in our mindsets when we understand that Mars is masculine. Like, there's that book that says men are from Mars and women are from Venus, but Mars is this masculine component. But everyone has Mars in their chart. Everyone has Mars. Mars is not exclusive to men. Mars, masculine energy, is not exclusive to men. We all need masculine energy. What does the masculine energy do? It helps us navigate this 3D reality. Without Mars, we would not be able to move through this reality. We wouldn't have a will. Like, there's an energy inside of you that is willing you, that is compelling you. Like, when you have to go use the bathroom, I think that's the easiest way to really get it. When you have to go use the bathroom, you have to go. You can hold it for a little while, right? But you can't hold it for long. Sooner or later, your biological function is going to rule over everything. That's Mars. That's Mars, you guys. Like, this energy is the most profound energy, because our relationship to the masculine, our external, is the power, right? And so what men have is something that is unique because they have physical might. They have physical strength. And so that is the thing that gives them the dominance over this 3D reality, because they have physical strength, and the physical power makes them occur as the authority. Honestly, it does. And we do things around it. Like, so men are firefighters and men are police officers, and men, you know, the work and these ways of being that require that they have a lot of physical might. Good morning. Good morning. But Mars is not subject to men. Mars is not exclusive to men. Mars is also a part of the feminine. And how Mars shows up with the feminine is passion, desire, sensuality, sexuality, right? And guess what men are subject to? They're subject to women's passion, desire, sensuality, because that Mars, that energy, is compelled by the magnet of the feminine that pulls it into it. So we really do have equal power, because that external Mars is drawn in by an internal Mars, which is the feminine. So there's a fascinating conversation we're having in our culture right now around the value of the masculine and the value of the feminine. It is really important to know that because our narratives are changing in this culture, where we have had ideas that men are the final say or the strength or the leader because they are simply men, that is inaccurate. That is a false notion. Being a man does not mean that you are necessarily these other things, because we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So now that those outdated cultural agreements are beginning to break down, we're starting to see that we're having to get clear again or create new parameters around what is valuable as the masculine and what is valuable as the feminine. There was a time in our culture when I speak of women not working, I'm not talking about black women. Black women have always worked. So this idea of feminism and white women not working and white women not having equality because they weren't in the workforce, that's white women. Black women have always worked. Always. Since the inception of this country, black women have been the force that has held this country down. We have always done that. That's always been the truth. Whether it be working in homes, it's always been the case. So, but we're beginning to change our value system around what have historically been the roles for women and the roles for men. That's changing. Now, like I said, black women have always worked, so that doesn't apply in my consciousness. I don't feel the thing inside of me that's like, oh, I need to be equal to men. I don't feel that because in the black community, the women have always been working. There has been a great push to break up the family, and what that has done is it has taken men out of the workforce and put the men in the prison system and put women even more into the workforce. So there are all these polarities and stories and choices and all these things that impact us because of our cultural norms and practices and beliefs, because of our race in this country. All of these things have many different faces. It's a very complex thing. And it's not something that we can, it's not something that it's not a flat thing, right? But what we really want to do for our own individual selves is begin to get clear about our own Mars energy and how it works, how it best functions, how your masculine energy actually works. So for me, I have Mars in Leo. My Mars energy functions best when my heart is open, when I'm in my love and I'm in my passion and I'm feeling safe and open and I'm able to express my creativity. That truly is a feminine way to be with Mars. Like my masculine energy expresses best through my heart, through my creative self-expression. How does your will, because Mars is your will, how does your will best flow? How does your will best express? And when we begin to do the work on ourselves and understand who we are and understand what our needs are and what makes us feel nourished and what makes us feel safe and secure, and then not holding anyone else responsible for those things that make you feel the best, except yourself, becoming completely self-aligned in your own needs and not making another be responsible for what it is you need, not making another be responsible for your protection, not making another be responsible for your safety, not making another be responsible for your health and well-being and wholeness and joy. Like really embodying your Mars so that you can align your will to the things that really bring forward joy, love, and happiness and peace and expansion for you. No one can do that but you. No one knows your will, your Mars, the way you do. You live inside of it. It is yours. So you cannot make others responsible for it. I've coached couples for many years, and people who are waiting to be happy when love comes, and waiting to be happy when a certain amount of money comes, and waiting to be happy when they get a certain size, or when their child goes to school, or waiting for, all of that is the delay of the will. And you cannot delay your will. It doesn't work that way, you guys. When you delay it, you're denying it. And if you're making your willpower subject to some sort of external experience or event, then you are actually putting it off. You cannot get to happiness from sadness. You get to happiness from happiness. You cannot get to peace from fear. You get to peace from peace. You have to cultivate what you desire, what you're to. And when you cultivate it inside of you and allow it to live and flourish from within, it will expand externally. It's from the inside out and not from the outside in. And that's the trick of this culture. This culture has us doing things against the laws of nature, where we believe that if somebody's behavior changed, if they weren't doing this, then I would feel better. That is actually false, because this is an energetic system. So the energy of somebody being in your life doing something that you don't desire, they're there because they are giving you the mirror to show you how you are behaving with yourself. So this Mars energy requires that you orient it. You are responsible for orienting your Mars, your will, towards what it is that you desire, and you have to construct it from within you. So from this, I want to invite you guys to join the 13 Moons work, because this is the work that I teach. And I love it so much, you guys. I love it so much because I have used this work to transform every area of my life. And the work is oriented around the new and full moon each and every month. And this is the cosmology. The new and full moon is how the universe regulates this Earth system. It regulates it by the equinoxes and the movements of the new and full moons. And as we align ourselves to them in the work that I teach, you become aligned to your particular frequency, your particular desire, because you will be doing the work inside of your natal chart with the new and full moons where they are each month. It is the most fulfilling work ever. Oh my God, I love it so much. Because let me tell you some of the things that I have used this work for. I used to have a partner. I still am really close friends with this person. And we just couldn't vibe. Our communication, like I would say one thing and they would hear something else. And they would say something and I would feel something else. It just didn't align. So I used a moon cycle that was aligned to that field in my astrology to call forth higher realms of communication, more clarity, more understanding, better listening, better receptivity. And I used the tool that I'm talking about for an entire month. And when I tell you, within the next few weeks, everything, the communication between us just started to get clearer and clearer and clearer. Now, it wasn't necessarily easier, but the things that we were holding back, that we weren't saying, that we felt like, oh, this person can't hear this, just started to flow. And now it's been a few years, our communication is so on point. It is amazing. I have used this energy to grow my business. I have used this energy to help clients break through things that they have been going through. I have used this energy to help my son find the school that will be best suited to him. I have used this energy to heal my body. I have used this energy to heal the energy in my apartment complex. Because when COVID was first started going around, I wanted to make sure that everybody in my apartment complex was safe. So I would use this energy that I created in this moon work to align higher frequencies. And this is what the work does. Literally, I am no longer, because the moon is our memories. The moon is the water. The moon is the magnet. So now I no longer magnetize things into my life that aren't in alignment with my passion and my joy, with my will. See, this is the thing. We have to understand that our will, everything in our lives right now is there because we have somehow willed it to ourselves. Sometimes, most of the times it's subconscious, right? But if you're afraid of something, I don't want this, that is your will pointing towards the thing that you're afraid of, and you're going to magnetize it because your will is aligned to it, whether you don't want it or not. But the work that I offer teaches us how to pull forth the shadow so we can see the things that we don't desire and actually alchemize those energies. The work is so fucking amazing, you guys. So we can alchemize those energies and transform them within ourselves and reorient our will to what it is that we actually desire, so that we can stop creating frustrating things that keep us stuck in patterns. And here's the thing. Frustration happens and sadness happens. I'm not saying that we won't have the human experience anymore. Of course, we're going to have the human experience. But what I'm saying is that your human experience will be more aligned to your divinity. And that is the gift of this work. So I look forward to all of you guys joining the 13 Moons. You can do that at my website, which is MoniqueRuffin.com, or you can do it here in my link tree, and it says 13 Moons. So the final thing I want to say about today with Mars is at the 27th degree of Taurus. And Taurus is about it's about our value, right? So this Mars moving through Taurus has been giving us the power to focus on the things that we actually value, that actually have matter to us, that actually have worthiness for us. And the moon is in Aries. This is the cutest little dog. And so with the moon in Aries, it's about the self. So with this Mars in Taurus at the 27th degree, which is peace, like, can you be at peace with the creative process? Can you be at peace with the things that are falling away and the things that are coming in? Can you accept that you are exactly where you're supposed to be? And in so, can you be loyal and courageous to the experience that is unfolding, so that you can become truer to yourself, to your creative experience, to your creative power, to your creative energy? And if you can give yourself a yes to that, right, to being true to yourself, to being courageous, to being willing to do things that are out of your comfort zone, if you are willing to do that, like a client of mine called me this morning, and they were talking about an old lover of theirs who they felt like this old lover was really like in their energetic field, tapping in. And, you know, every time they went on social media, they were running into this person. And I said to them, are you ready to really be who you really are? Are you ready to step into your unique blueprint? And many of us don't want to let go of our old things, even though the old things don't feel good. We don't want to let go because we think we're going to be lonely. We don't know what we're going to get when we go to the place that is just our unique place. We think that we're going to have to do without the things that we think we want. But what I want you to know is that when you are loyal to yourself, your gifts, your potential, your power, when you're loyal to it and you want yourself more than you want anyone else's approval, anyone else's friendship, anyone else's love, when you want yourself more than you want anything else, I just want you to know that I promise you the universe will show up and show the fuck out. When you declare within yourself that you are really ready to be true to yourself, the universe will meet you in ways that you cannot even understand until you are willing to say, whatever is here, I'm willing to give it up in order for me to be true to myself. I am going to shun everything that has me going against myself to stand in my truth for myself. Watch what the universe does. You can't make this shit up. I'm telling you, it's so grand and profound and magical and mystical and full of love and light. And it's like, it literally just leaves you trembling with awe for how amazing and how deeply loved you are, and how all your needs are right here. Like, that's the thing that shocks me the most. Once I accept, I'm like, wow, I didn't know it was this easy. Like, I made it so hard. I was in my own way. I didn't believe. I can see it. And so I just want you to know that when you say yes to yourself, the universe is going to show up in ways that, all right, y'all. Peace and blessings. Have a really beautiful day. I'll see you guys. The Moon class starts on the 19th. It is $111 a month. You get, and you can end the subscription anytime you're ready. That's fine. You're not stuck there, right? Before that, you get a community. You get 3 community rituals, and you get the daily astrological support that will help you align yourself to your unique codes. The codes that you have are unique. And what I have discovered is the easiest way to access them is through the astrology. All right. Peace and blessings, everyone. Have a really beautiful day. Bye-bye.